We're live.
Oh. We're live. We're live for show 200.
Professional start.
Yes. Look, sorry guys. I know it's show 200, but I've got a bit of a confession to make. I've had yet another bizarre gardening accident. Getting an MRI tomorrow, and the only medicine that I can think of is Morris O'Mahony's fine wine that has been recommended by a local doctor. Mind you, I'm not the only one with an injury to declare. Oh, my Declan. Oh, you can see Declan's, look. He's got the mark of the devil. Is that 666?
That's a new fashion.
Yeah, what is it?
That's self-mutilation.
Oh, is that what? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, a very good way of doing it.
No. What?
Have you ever tried using the hatchback boot to do it?
Oh, what exactly happened?
I was taking groceries out and I closed the
Yeah.
boot,
Okay.
but didn't stand far enough back, so it's grazed in two big chunks. I was bleeding for about half an hour.
Do it.
And then for the next hour, my mum wrapped a
This
bandage
happened
around
in your
my
head?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. So mum saw all this.
She sprung into action. It was
Okay.
great. She was getting the old
Hardly
supercam
sprung, but she got into action.
But yeah, so I was walking around like a Confederate with the old
I'd say there was a
bandage.
fair amount of blood, was there?
Pissed for about half an hour.
Jesus.
So I was going around with one of those things, like you see in the old war movies.
Oh, brilliant. That reminds me a bit of a hammer. Do you remember? I don't know. We're starting there, not to the right. To show 200, we should be more on it. Now, I can't see. Let me get the comments. Oh, jeez, we're not on Instagram either. Let me see if I can get us on Instagram. Sorry, all my movements are a bit slow tonight because of the bloody leg. Let's see if I can. Okay, now. I'm going to see if I can go live here. Come on. This is going live. Yeah. That looks like it's live. Isn't it? So, welcome everybody on Instagram, I hope. Welcome everybody on Facebook. Welcome everybody on YouTube. Mr. Nosebear, two old veterans. Vacations are bad for your health. But my injury didn't happen. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I came back. I was in Spain, and I came back from Spain with a confused concept of how much energy I had. I went, no gigs this weekend. I'm going to hit that garden, but the garden hit me, and here I am now suffering. So how is everybody? I know this is where I can't read. Can you read that? I'm going to try and get this a bit closer. Hang on. Okay. The camera's not there, is it? Okay.
No.
Okay. Instagram is live. Okay, we're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. And we are imbibing some O'Mahony vino, which thanks Morris. So we got this last time we were in Cork playing. Where were we playing in Cork?
Oh yeah.
Was it St. Luke's? Or it's more recent than that? We have, I don't know. See, maybe I got knocked in the head as well.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So we've got
Keep the show going. Keep the show going.
Yeah,
Fred
yeah.
is saying. Okay.
We've got highlights. We've got highlights of the show picked by Colette and Susan. We asked Colette and Susan to pick the highlights of the Ask Us Anything over the last 200 episodes, and they came back with.
I haven't seen any of these. So.
Do you not see any of them?
No.
Good lad. Right.
So I was busy taking care of my leg. Sorry, I'm going to drop that. We're done. We're done feeling sorry for ourselves. We're moving on because it's show 200. No one cares about your head and my leg. You know, that's a different show. That's a different show. Okay. 200. Show 200.
Okay.
Come on. Look, there's balloons, there's wine, there's, you know.
So I think one of Colette's favourite highlights was wine tasting.
Which we're doing. Right, we've kept that noble tradition going for 200 shows, thanks to all the contributors. I'm not naming any names, Morris, but and there's been other contributors for it, but and other contributors that I'm going to get in trouble because I haven't mentioned. Audrey, there's a
Roll it there, Colette.
roll it, Colette. I brought this.
Oh,
Unlike this one, this one's full, and unlike that one, it hasn't been opened. So I'm going to pour this out. Sorry, folks. I'm going to pour this out and see if there's any difference in the taste. Okay.
that's not right. His glasses mixed up. Now.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, there's no difference.
Surprise,
I
surprise.
just poured a full glass of noggin down the drain. Yo, cheers, everybody! It's Thursday. It must be Thursday at 8 o'clock because we are digging into the wine.
What is the wine today?
The wine tonight.
Not that noggin, is it?
Where did you purchase that?
Carlingford Centre.
In Carlingford Centre.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some good deals in that place.
He's always on for the deals.
Yeah, I think you can get two bottles of noggin for for a fiver. Now, apparently noggin was working well until last week when we gave it the thumbs down.
A special offer, a free bottle of Buckfast if you bring in 2 bottles of noggin.
But yeah, there's another red wine question from Maria Casserly. Guys, I know you love your red wine. Any suggestions for how to get Merlot out of a cream sofa? Suck it out.
Slightly chewy tannins.
Oh, it's chewy, alright. This guy could be a Noggin employee. Oh, hang on, Morris is here. He doesn't work for Noggin. He promised, I don't know. It's not, I mean, it sounds a bit like you do. There's a picture, Morris has given us actually a picture of the Noggin in question.
You like look at that?
Is this your own brand? Where did you get that? Jonesborough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jonesborough market was a place to be. And now they're selling wine. Come up in the world.
Come up in the world and heating oil. What a combination.
Heating oil. Heating oil and wine. I used to be a big fan of the Wolf Blast, but I find it heavy going. It's a bit soupy, is it not?
Soupy.
Well, what is it? What aroma is it giving off, or are you just going to keep drinking?
Notes of woodland fruit.
And we're back. That's a lot of red wine being drunk there. A lot of red wine. Yeah. And lots of reviews, I suppose, as well. I came across these legs. Sorry, I mentioned them. Sorry, I have to get out in an accident again. Yeah. So what's next to begin?
Next is, well, you know, I think we should talk about the next one because we're going to run out of space.
Okay.
The next one is when we asked
People to come up with a title.
audience. That was it.
Yeah, so basically we were working on present nights, and I certainly as chief lyricist was having problems coming up with good ideas, so I opened it up to the floor. I said, anybody can think of a song title. If we like one well enough, we'll like it. And one person came up with something that actually I really liked, and that was Adrian Taff came up with a song titled Vermilion, and I went, what's that mean? And then I looked it up, and it meant something. So I got an education as well. But I think this next clip is my first tentative attempts to start writing it, because we were in lockdown, so Declan wasn't really involved. I had to really try and figure out how to put it together myself. And I think, is this me playing it to you for the
Yeah.
first time? Yes, I'm playing it to Declan for the first time, saying, here's what I did with this time. Because he thought it was ambitious, to put it mildly, trying to, I think I said I was going to do it in a week,
Yeah.
which I actually pulled off. Just
Good
saying.
lad. Well done.
Okay,
Roll it,
so
Colette.
roll it, Colette. Finger and it sounds pretty good. One finger and it sounds good but slightly different. That sounds sort of the same, but you gotta get, you can do a lot with it. The glow of the morning sky matching my burning bloodshot eyes, the shade on her lips, someone that I never should have kissed. A neon hotel sign, vermilion, my colorful lights, vermilion, a crimson box and ball found in the pocket of my overcoat. A woman betrayed. Go to hell was the last words that she said. I drowned my sorrows with red wine, vermilion. I never heeded that stop sign, vermilion. The color runs and runs, it runs and runs. The color runs and runs. Maybe it could be this rhythm.
Yeah, I like that. Feel good. Oh, it's funky.
From the gates of Hades to my base desires, coming at me like a forest fire, a scarlet morning, I can testify. The devil wants his stain on you and I. The colors run and run, they run and run. The colors run and run. Vermilion, vermilion, vermilion.
You got it going on, bro.
Jesus. So there you have it. Bit of a Black Hawk down there. Blackout. But I mean, when you're trying to do the technological wizardry there, you know, Colette's bound. That's Colette's dress, I think I caught in the camera. Yeah, so that was Vermilion, you know. But the next clip is we actually, you know, through the 4.5 years, we've been able to document or even just recount various mishaps, like the one that we have had only this week. But this next clip refers to a mishap that was related to my first and last flashy car, which was a blue convertible Saab, the Lamborghini of budget Lamborghini.
A single man,
Single man in the town in Dublin. I had that roof down in November, December, January, anytime I could, to try and get the use out of it. But the problem was that because the more careful you are with your prestige vehicle, of course, inevitably, the more damage you are likely to do to it, as this clip will evidence. Roll it there, Colette.
I haven't seen this and we all at that point we were all driving the show separately. So the next day when we were leaving the hotel, I said, before you go, you got to see the cell. You got to see the cell. So he went up. I don't know whether I should let you tell the story, because I get a bit emotional whenever
Will you allow me to tell it?
Oh, I will allow you to tell it. Go on.
Okay. So, you brought Pete and myself in, pointed at it in its parking space, underground car park. Said, check this baby out. So, you were to give him a basic demonstration with like a hydraulic system, with the roof would come down and stuff. So you got into the car.
Yeah.
As the roof was folding down, you picked up a pair of shades and put them on slowly, like sort of Miami Vice style, right? And started it up and reversed, and you were looking behind you, trying to gauge Peter McKinney's reaction, and all you heard is this. Because you weren't really looking where you were going, and the wing mirror crunched up against one of those concrete pillars.
Yeah, that's true. That's what happened. So I couldn't believe the car was literally a week old, and I had to get a new wing mirror straight away. So I got the ring mirror, right?
Yeah.
And I think you know this story. What about a couple of weeks later. So I only had it 3 weeks at this point, but it was driving it around, and it had got pretty because we were touring it. I was touring it, so we were doing like lots of long runs, and you know the way the sort of like flies and everything sort of stick to the when it was during the summer, stick to the bonnet and everything. Well, one Sunday I was looking at it and I went, this car is I forked out major for this car, and there it is, and it's already looking a bit run down. I've just bought the new wing mirror. I'm going to shine that baby up and get rid of all that gunge. So now it was like in the middle of July day, and I took a suds and everything to the bonnet. Could I get the flies and the dead flies off? They were just stuck like cornflakes on a cereal bowl. They were like you had to be left for sort of like all day. I couldn't get them off, and I went running around to see what can I use to get the bloody flies off. And I went in and grabbed something that the same thing that I was using to clean the pots, and it was scrunching away in the middle of the day when the suds and everything on the thing. And as the suds were sort of clearing, it seemed to me that the suds were making were changing the color of the car. The color seemed to be getting faded into like a sort of a lighter blue. So I started looking at it, and then I turned the thing that I was wiping it with, and it was a Brillo pad. It was one of those wire brushes. So then my blood froze, and I went in and I poured a big saucepan of water and poured it over the car, and the bonnet was a haze of metal scratches all over the thing. It's like I had the car 3 weeks.
There you have it.
Absolute classic. Next up, we have what is possibly my favourite show of the whole 200. Ask Paul Anything. Roll it, Colette.
And they're not. These are a bit scary. The first time I ever really had a look at them. Oh yeah, so that was one of the questions actually from Michael Kelly. What do you prefer, the dreaded noggin or naked and roller skates? And you said the dirty old campo.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose between naked and roller skates or the dreaded noggin, it would definitely be the dreaded noggin.
Would you prefer being naked on roller skates, drinking the dreaded noggin?
Yes.
Okay, we'll try and set that up.
Yes. Not tonight though. Okay, first question. Was Declan a wild child? This comes from Seamus Fee, who from Carlingford, man.
I think Declan is still a wild child.
But I can start off.
So then, I don't like this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Which was the worst brother to live with growing up? From Alan O'Hare. Spot
You
there.
see, the thing is that I shared a room with you when we were younger, under your bed. It was the bunk bed. So bird's eye view was the top bunk bed that you looked out on. And, you know, health and safety now would probably say that being under somebody with the dust, and it's not good, is it? I don't think it's good. But you used to go to bed singing Fever and things like that. Remember you used to sing?
Yeah, I used to sing, and then Daddy and Mum would shout from the bottom of the stairs, "Shut up!" Or not shut up, but basically it wasn't shut up, but it was go to sleep, basically. You know? But I've actually put that in bird's eye view as well. Daddy shouts, "Go to sleep."
Yeah, so certainly in the younger days, you would have been more annoying because you were singing. But in the later days, in the old amplifier, old Cave Hill Road days, my bedroom was directly above the studio. And Declan used to go on until whatever hour in the morning. Most of the time, to be fair to him, he had the headphones on. But you could still hear the foot tapping. And every now and then, you would hear a Les Paul, where he'd taken off the headphones and gone over somewhere, but left the headphones on. So you'd be sitting down and you hear, and then like an hour later, you hear another. Usually, because there were 24 tracks, it usually relaxed my mind, that song, because there was like 20 versions of that, and Declan was overdriving everything and going Les Paul, and there was 20 versions of that, and it was the absolute antithesis of relax my mind. It was the complete opposite. So,
The lovely Paul. Next up, we have what we have termed Mashups, which was a favourite of Susan's, where we took the vocals of one song from Classified Personal and put it over the music of another song off Classified Personal. And here are the results of one of those babies. Roll it there, Claire. Just listen. Just sing a little bit.
Susan thinks this is the best mashup. This is getting a lot of people loving this. Best one so far, loving the drums. Where I just don't care. I like this bit. Wow, you know what? That's going down there. Hey, yeah, let's just keep that going there, man. Take me out. What happened there?
Yeah, there we go. That was Mashup. Lots of I don't understand why my Rioja remix didn't make it in there, but that's a small aside. You know, Dex, this environment here that you've seen, this palatial environment that has been the home of Ask Us Anything for the last coming on nearly 5 years. It has always been, practically always been in the same location, but there have been various redecorations that have happened. There's been various articles that would come in, and sometimes, to be honest with you, Declan would have an item in view that would basically overshadow everything else that we were doing for the hour that we were on, and all everybody wanted to talk about was this item. And this next clip is a case in point. It's a classic. Once you see it, you'll remember, if you were there, how basically it was all anybody could talk about. Roll it, Colette.
Give me the head of Lionel Richie.
Give me the head of Lionel Richie.
And, believe it or not,
You've got the head of Lionel Richie, the head of the lady in red.
I don't know if I...
We see they're all coming, which is another love song which we could be doing tomorrow night at Kilkenny. Bring me the head of the lady in red.
I don't know, I think.
Who do we think this? Who do we think this is? It's a touch of the Julius Caesars on the noggin.
This could be the new video. Look at this.
Look at that. So just out of curiosity, where does this sit in your garden? Just out of curiosity, where do you put this? Where do you put this?
What
Where do you put this?
What are you
handsome-
suggesting?
I just wondered.
I love the way the eyes, they've been formed by just the two fingers just stuck
Is
in
that
like
what
that.
they did?
You can tell by what I'm drinking, I'm really kind of cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely not Lionel. It could be the girlfriend. Could be
It
Lionel's
definitely
girlfriend.
is.
It's
If you look
Lionel's
at that
girlfriend. And hello. Check the hello video again, and you'll see that the girl bears an uncanny resemblance.
I got that from the Lionel Richie website. Just think of the investment.
It looks good. It's good. It's fantastic. It's beautiful.
Leo Sayer was on asking the bad actually.
Was it?
He wanted the bad. No,
No.
that's not right.
The price wasn't right, or what was it?
No, I'm holding on to it.
You should hold on to it. It's it's a work of art. It's a beautiful looking thing. Colette thinks it looks like Nellie Olsen from the Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, that's got a touch of that. The Little House on the Prairie's going on. Let's check it out again. Well, what do we think? Anybody else?
She's got a bit of a snooty face on her already.
Yeah,
Nellie
that
Olsen.
doesn't look too happy. A young Eric Clapton is Deirdre O'Mahony's.
Yeah, I can see that.
A young Eric Clapton.
There's a touch of the young Eric Clapton's going on there. Look at that hefty formulated face. It's gorgeous.
Or a member of Supergrass. Don't really know which one. Nellie Olsen's taking over here. It's beautiful.
Look into those eyes. Look into the abyss.
It's beautiful.
Look into the abyss of those eyes.
Bring me the head of Nellie Olsen. That show, of course, was titled "Bring Me the Head of Nellie Olsen," and actually only watching it there, I hadn't realised. I think it was Deirdre had thought that it looked like a young Eric Clapton. I can't see that myself. I think Deirdre, you had started on the vino a wee bit early. A young Eric Clapton. He looked. I thought I saw shades of Beck. I thought maybe, but not a young Eric Clapton. Beck with a perm. But that's just this. Now,
Bobby Gillespie looked at
a bit of a Bobby Gillespie, yeah, a bit of a Bobby Gillespie. But you know, there's been lots of there's lots of things, recurring themes that happen in the show. But one of the things that turned into a bit of a thing was the famed Rioja remixes. And if you're just joining us, by the way, if you've stumbled on this and you're going, what is going on? Who are these guys? This is the four of us, 200 shows. We've done 200 shows. If you're joining us for the first time on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, we've done 200 live streams, and we're really just going back over some of them and looking at some of the crazy stuff that we were doing, like Bring Me the Head of Nellie Olsen. But also another crazy thing that happened was Declan let me at the mixing desk to do what became known as the Rioja remix, under the assumption that basically if you had a glass of wine, it would probably improve my ability to operate those hoofers and faders. But as you can see in this clip, which is the very first Rioja remix, this was the first time that that I was allowed to, and of course my life has changed completely since that first Rioja remix. Now I'm being flown all over the world to do Rioja remixes for artists that are so famous that actually they won't let me mention their name on the show tonight. Just zip it. I'll just say, I'm not going to say Texas, I'm just going to leave it at that. Hold down. I'm not saying anything more. But this first clip is the first time that these hands got to go on the four of us desk. So check it out here. Roll it clip. I'll be left alone here. And I don't know what's going to happen next. What's... Okay.
Yeah, what we do?
Now this is me mixing the four of us. This is why I'm never allowed anywhere near a desk, because I'm likely to do something like this. Okay? This is gospel choir. There we go. I have no idea what this button's going to do. That's not a good one. And this is no confession. Hey! 50 ways to leave your lover. Lose you.
You did a remix there?
And it's a remix, the BM remix. Hey! Come on, come
Yeah,
on,
this
come
is
on,
rap.
come on, come on, come on. The gospel choir. Kanye West going to be looking for me after this. What do you say this? Drake, all the boys, Kendrick Lamar, they'll all be wanting the BM remix. I like this. It's good, it's good. You can only get two things at the one time. Let me see if we can do that.
You can't do that in that mode.
Yeah.
Can you do this? Get solo up. Okay.
Now we're on faders now.
Not good.
Okay, now we're talking. Alright. Right, guys. Welcome. This is the way heaven and earth could have sounded if I had been let out. Right, we ready? Here we go.
Okay. I can hear you now, laddie.
Pretty good.
Yo. Say it again.
She's not away. I just stare at the stars, at the stars.
Princess, what happens there, Princess?
say? Rioja reverb.
Hey. Get on, yeah. That's just yellow spooky.
He's got it going on. Hold on.
Okay, next remix, next BM remix. Come on, give it to me. Gospel choir there.
Gospel
Is
choir.
that it? We're gonna be choked off.
Oh, yeah, what song do you want? What song off you? You make me feel.
You make me feel. Yeah, let's try that. You know, I noticed that everybody there is a lot more interested in my hair than they are in the actual remix. I think Anne-Marie put it best when she said the COVID mullet. Yep. That was exactly. I was sort of surprised when I was looking. I spent most of my time not doing this, but doing this sort of crack. You know, moving the hair around various parts of the back of my head. Surprised that I had so much of it. 57-ish. Is that what somebody was making a comment? Yeah, maybe a wee bit up there, but close. So that obviously we've got the Rioja remixes, but you know, we also like to sort of bring you guys behind the scenes, and you know, to be honest, between us, tell you some sort of never before told showbiz stories. 4 of us showbiz stories, and this one coming up is maybe one of our favourite. We always get a laugh out of this one. This was the time Declan decked a guy out of the farm who coincidentally just happened, I think, to be playing on our stage at Forest Fest 2 weeks from now. So there could be a rematch, there could be another grudge match coming up. But yeah, Declan, well, I'm not going to tell the story. I'm going to let Declan tell it, or maybe me and Declan. Roll it, Colette.
Who would run on the fight?
Oh, no. Declan's dirty. See, fights dirty.
Big time.
So that would concern me slightly. I've seen him fight in the past, and he fights dirty. Actually, I should tell the story. One time we did a conference in. This is a true story. One time we did a conference in the. Sony would have a conference. CBS would have a conference every year, and it was always in a flash, some sort of flash, the Dorchester, some sort of flash place. And it was very, very strange because a lot of the bands in the label from America would be there, or England or whatever. So you'd be bumping into Deacon Blue or Terence Trent D'Arby or George Michael. I mean, it was very, very strange, a bit surreal. But we had a manager at the time, and Declan was in particularly boisterous form, from what I remember. But the manager was getting a hard time from a member of a band called The Farm. I don't know if you remember that. What's the name of this?
The Farm had a song called.
What was it? What's the name? What was The Farm? Anybody know the name of The Farm's hit? All Together Now, was it that?
Yeah.
It's All Together Now.
That's it.
Yeah. So one of the guys was sort of having a pointed argument with our manager.
Very pointed.
Very pointed, apparently. And I was standing quite a distance away talking to another person, I forget who it was, but somebody came up to me and said, "You've got to come over here fast. Your brother's beating the bejesus out of this guy." And I'll let you explain why it is that you did get the fisticuffs.
Well, you know, I am a pacifist by nature. I was on the way to the dance floor to do a bit of moving and grooving.
Yeah.
And I just happened to pass drummer from The Farm, giving it loads to Jolly, our manager. And his face was literally up there.
Right.
And so I sort of stood and watched it for a bit, getting very heated. And all of a sudden, the guy from The Farm took his head back and went,
Wow.
head butted our manager right there. Jolly, poor lad.
Broke his nose. Did break his nose.
Did.
He did break his nose.
He went down like a bag of spuds. And George Michael tried to get involved, but I think it was pulled off.
Leave it to me, George. Leave it to me. So as the guy from the farm turned round, he couldn't believe his luck. He'd downed your man with one headbutt. And as he was turning around, my fist was coming up. And he turned around and he had this big smile on his face. Just as his eyes locked in with mine, my fist was coming towards him. And the smile sort of dropped a bit. And I was sort of aiming to punch through him. And I was like, and he went down like a bag of spuds.
Then you went down. Whenever I arrived over there, Declan was on the ground, and that sort of, you know what. It was all a bit surreal. You were standing there in the middle of the sort of conference. Touchdown Derby, sort of keeping his distance.
Yeah, that was I like that I was doing some of the punching movements there when I was trying to get you off. I think it was Ricky Ross off Deacon Blue. Somebody came over to me. Anyways, you get your brother off that guy, he's killed him. But yeah, I think they're playing. All's forgiven. But it was brought up in the Record Mirror, one of those publications afterwards, about the fact that two of Sony's acts had a scrap. And I didn't realise they had. I thought it was just all together now, but somebody brought it up there. Groovy Train.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a good tune.
Yeah.
Groovy. Yeah, it was a good song. You don't hear that song much now.
No.
But it's good. Where's the other one you'd hear a lot more often. Early Manchester, even though it wasn't Manchester.
Were they Liverpool? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah. It's a pity that didn't happen on Ash Wednesday.
Oh, I know.
I mean? That's the vibe it's given off. You know, it's sort of a bit of an Ash.
Whenever it dried,
there
was actually like a drip coming down, and these had sort of joined together, like an exclamation mark.
Maybe you could get a marker.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, for the show, because we've got a show in Dunleary in the Purdy on Saturday. That show is, by the way, sold out. We have a show on Saturday in the Purdy in Dunleary, but it is sold out. But I'm just trying to figure out, could you turn that into a David Bowie type, sort of like, like an exclamation mark. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. It's not all gold. But so our next clip, moving swiftly on, show 200. If you've just joined us, and by the way, if you're on YouTube or you even ever go on YouTube, ring the knocker, knock the bell, and please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to move up to 2,000. Also, we are on TikTok. And we want to go TikTok live. We want to go TikTok live, but we need more people. So we're now on TikTok. So look up the 4 of us _music. The 4 of us _music, and join our tribe. I think once we get over 1,000, we're very close to that. Then we can start going live on TikTok as well.
Right, we're gonna go straight into this one.
Yeah.
To introduction.
What is it?
Roll the clip.
Wash it over me, you're like holy water.
Okay, that's one I did.
That's one I did. Yeah. Okay.
And using the same drum rhythm.
Same drum rhythm.
Different key, I think.
Different key. Because I'm just talking. Okay. We like that. Okay, you've got vanishing actors attack.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Just when I think I know you, you disappear. I don't know where you go, but I just want you near. I don't know where you go, but I just want you here. Don't do a vanishing act on me. Baby, stay close so I can see you. Don't do a vanishing act on me. Oh no. It's good to be at home again. Now I'm not packing for a plane. We got time to sit and talk about what we want. Remember how you climbed the walls 'cause I was always on a call. Times have changed, the switch has flipped, all as rearranged. We're playing the wedding game. We're playing the wedding game. Seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer coming, it's coming round again. We're just playing the waiting game. We're just playing the waiting game. Seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer always comes round again.
Yeah, so I mean, I was just watching that and I was just thinking, really, that was the first. I mean, that was pretty radical there. Like, really, you guys got to see us, and not just with that song, but really try and put this new record, Crescent Nights, together. Waiting Game was the first one, and then really all the songs and the demos and everything, and we sort of used you guys as a sort of barometer, a bit like the way we would talk to Paul or whatever, to see what was good. So but yeah, I mean, it's amazing how early that version was. That I hadn't realised just how early that version of
Cheers, guys.
Cheers very much. And I think, speaking of which, and of course, we should, as a thank you, we of course have been having competitions, and now if you're just joining us and you're wondering, competitions, we if you subscribe to the Four of Us newsletter, you can enter a competition every week. And this week's competition, we asked the question, what platform did we start Ask Us Anything on? It's currently on 3 platforms. Said we're working on TikTok, so don't forget, if you're on TikTok, follow the Four of Us, knock the knocker. But yeah, we're now on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. But which was first? Well, the answer was we were on Facebook first. So thanks for everybody that entered this week. There can only be one winner, of course, so I've put all the names in here. And just to wipe your appetite, what is the winner going to get, I hear you ask? Well, I'm going to get this. Oh yeah, the highly sought after Four of Us Crescent Night coaster. Very exclusive, but even more exclusive, they're going to get a special, come on, 200th Ask Us Anything episode. The chocolate could not be any fresher than this. Come on, it's specially for this 200 show. They're going to get, this is a collector's item. They will be selling this. This will be like, this will probably go for the same amount of money as John Lennon's piano went for. Maybe slightly less, but so around that. You'll also be able to get me to write out some handwritten lyrics for a Four of Us song of your choice. And you also will be given a copy of this, a brand new record in sparkling vinyl. It's also available at the shop if you didn't win the competition. Come on, check it out. Just check out that sparkle vinyl there. It's fantastic, a thing of beauty. But who's the winner, I hear you ask? Well, the winner is, let me just see, he's from Rathfarnham, and the name is he related to Gary? Maybe. We're talking Luke Kemp, Luke Kemp from Rathfarnham. Luke, congratulations, you are going to win this very generous bundle of assorted gifts, this chocolate, the lyrics, I mean, come on. It may as well be. We're giving away the farm here. Oh, the farm! Oh, he's back at it again. Oh, watch out! Watch out! Okay, well, we're straight on to our next clip. And for our next clip, Declan, what are we talking about?
Yes, we're talking about mishaps, another mishaps series of mishaps.
More mishaps. Roll it, Colette. Well, I did a mail out today where I was talking about, the fact that last week I had to play. I didn't realise how hard it was actually going to be. You know, it was playing the guitar with in what is now known as the half Doonican, which was basically, you know, which if you haven't got the mail out, I was sort of explaining that whenever we were growing up, Val Doonican used to have a show on TV, and Daddy loved like Paddy McGinty's Goat, and do you remember that one? And a couple of other.
I like that too.
That was good. Val had a couple of good songs, but he would play so relaxed, and he was quite an accomplished guitar player actually. But he would play, and often as not, he would have the legs crossed. Now, I had made the point. So whenever I had the 1 foot up, see the 1 foot up is technically, you know, if you have the legs crossed, you could say you're doing the full Doonican, right? Because he has one leg up and I have one leg up. He's got it crossed, but because mine isn't crossed, technically that's where the half Doonican comes in.
Gotcha.
Well, no, I didn't. Paul, that was Paul, a brother. He said, "Here's where the half Doonican comes in because you haven't crossed your legs. If I was playing the guitar like this, you know, last week, then I'd be doing the full Doonican.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But because I'm doing it like this,
So then when you get the cast off,
and the boot is on,
you'll be able to do the full Doonican.
I will be able to do the full
If I did
full
that,
Doonican.
then would that be the double Doonican?
Yeah.
Why are they wearing the sunglasses indoors? Well, we have a valid reason. Well, I have a valid reason, and Declan's doing it out of sympathy. I had, in the words of Spinal Tap, a bizarre gardening accident. And actually, that is the truth. I actually did have a bizarre gardening accident, and I damaged my eye, and as a result, it is sore, and I can't have it with bright light. I was gardening this morning. I did that stupid thing. When I say I was gardening, that's a bit of it. This was a wilderness I was in. I was chopping trees. I was in there in the middle of it, swathing away around me. I had put one of my machetes, and I'm kidding you not, it was a machete, on the ground, but there was loads of things like briars and stuff like that that were sticking up. I bent down to get it, and one of the briars entered my eye, upon which I was hopping around the garden for about an hour. Man, I am going to have a black eye, but I also have to bathe it every 10 minutes. So I'm going to do that now. So Declan has moved the sink into the room here so that I can bathe the eye, which I now am going to do. I'll be back. I'll be with you in a second. Take the glasses off. Surgically removing the glasses. There we go. Then gently place the glasses back on the face again, and we're back in action. Look, that feels a lot better. Can you see it there? Splash and crash. See there? It's got the hi-hat. You can splash in there, and then do a bit of a. That's it.
When you're all
That's
done.
it. All done. And now the bathroom's free. We're back. So yeah, but you know, it's not just the humans that where's he going with this? Is he going into extraterrestrials? Where's he going?
Oh, that's got the alien mark.
Yeah, he's got
Dog.
exactly. Yeah, where is that from? Yeah. So no, not going to talk about aliens. No, but it wasn't just humans that stole the show at the Ask Us Anything shows over the years. Sometimes instead of two-legged people that were on the show, there were four-legged individuals. And if you want to know who I'm referring to, you only have to check out this next clip. Roll it there, Colette. Look, who's broken into the... This is Rogan.
It looks like a Muppet.
Rogan, settle down. We got Rogan about 4 weeks ago. My life has changed completely. I'm up for an hour earlier than I want to be. And I have to walk around with poo bags. It's not pretty.
But so he's about 14 weeks this wee fella. I'm working here, you know. I'm trying to talk to Uncle Declan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk to Uncle Declan.
Is he biting everything then?
What?
Is he chewing
Yeah,
through
he literally will chew. He would look. Look, that's it. He's in my hand at the minute. If that looks like it doesn't hurt, that actually hurts there. That's chewing away because puppies actually have. Right, back off, buddy. Come on, mate. You have to go. No. This. I'll be back in a second. I have to get rid of this invader. Right, Rogan, come on.
Yeah, what's going on with Jojo? Yeah, well, have you got? I want to know, have you got your Christmas shopping done? You look like a guy who's ready, chilled out. He's just ready to sit, kick back, and enjoy Pets 3, or maybe 101 Dalmatians, or any number of possible canine festive movies.
He likes listening to the Pussycat Dogs.
You like listening to the Pussycat Dolls? I thought that would have driven you crazy, Jojo.
He likes about it.
No, that's what he likes about it.
And sometimes
Gets a heartbeat
bit
up.
of Snoop Dogg.
Bit of Snoop Dogg. We've got Mary's Patrick. You'll have to have the Rogan and Jojo show. I think that could be no show, or it could be a complete bloodbath. Jojo and Rogan. There's a wee bit of aggro there.
There's a bit of
There's
aggro.
a bit of aggro. They're not too fond of each other. You know, to be fair, I think Rogan is he's quite happy. He'd be quite happy to sort of, you know, make amends with Jojo, but Jojo's having none of it. I think Jojo just doesn't like the cut of his jib. He's decided that Rogan's not his sort of dog, and well, what do you say there? You're settling in for the night here, aren't you? Are you happy enough? Yeah. I'm getting a Rod Hull and Emu vibe off you at the minute with this current setup. Get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Jojo. Get back. I'm trying to sing this song. Jojo was a guy who thought he was alone, but he was another dog. Jojo, it's time to go and see your mother so we can finish this show. Get back, get back, get back to where you lost belong. Get back, Jojo, get back, so we can finish singing our songs. Jojo, get back, back. Yeah, that was it. We have had some crack over now 200 shows, and we'd just like to thank everybody on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. We'd like to thank Colette. We'd like to thank Susan for really, you know, documenting the highs and the lows, the pitfalls and the ascensions over this 4.5 years as we've sort of navigated our way through the choppy waters of live streaming on social media. And we're going to leave you with hark back to probably a Murphy family trademark, which we got from our dad, who was a turf accountant, bookie, and obviously the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree when you see this last clip that we're going to put up for you. But it only remains for us to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for turning up week after week to watch two Murphys enjoy themselves and have a bit of fun, and also share our music and our stories. We literally could not do it without you. Thanks again to Susan and Colette for helping to put all this together. But we're going to leave you with a classic. We're talking the sweepstakes, is that what we call it? The Carlingford Sweepstakes. So until next Thursday, have a very, very good week. We're in the Purdy Loft on Saturday, sold out next, and then a couple of band shows, Seamus Centre and Knoll band show on next Saturday. So tickets are available for that at the forvis.com. There probably are only 2 band shows this way, by the way, this year, so you can make it. Love to see you. But we're going out on this one. Carlingford Sweepstakes. Roll it there, Colette, for the very last time.
Are on the starter's order there. They're coming up here. They're in the paddock, and they are on Goss. Oh, 73 has bolted. 73 has bolted, and he's not maybe not. Is he gonna be making into the race? They're trying to round him up, but it's looking like 73 is going into the. He's gone now. He's gone, and the jockey is trying to control him. The trainer's over, and I don't think he's going to be making the race. So it's Gospel Choir, Pure Release, leaning for a kiss, and Lightning Pole. They're all lined up. They're in the paddock. They're under starter's order. It's looking, they're leaning for a kiss, it's looking a bit frisky. Lightning Pole's looking a bit sleepy, but they're off. They're off, and it's Gospel Choir off to a strong start. Pure Release, and it's Lightning Pole and leaning for a kiss. Lightning Pole and leaning for a kiss. Gospel Choir coming up on the inside, but it's Lightning Pole in the lead. It's Lightning Pole. Lightning Pole is pulling away. He's pulling away, leaning for a kiss, and Pure Release coming up on the inside. Pure Release is being boxed in by Gospel Choir, and dirty jockey there. He is he's whipping the absolute bejesus out of Pure Release. 73's coming back in again. What's happening there? He's coming in. He's crossed the line. He's coming out. He's banged into leaning for a kiss, and I think both leaning for a kiss is in trouble there, but it's Pure Release, Lightning Pole, Gospel Choir, Pure Release, Lightning Pole. Gospel Choir is making drop ground on the inside, soft going here, which is perfect for Gospel Choir, but Lightning Pole is still fighting away. I don't know what's got us, a 2-horse, 3-horse race. Leaning for a kiss is starting to pull back there, and Pure Release has obviously decided that he's given up the ghost. He's moved over to 73, but it's Gospel Choir, 73, it's Gospel Choir, and it's Lightning Pole, Gospel Choir, it's Lightning Pole, they're coming up to the end, it's Lightning Pole, it's a Gospel Choir, Lightning Pole, and Gospel Choir, it's going to be a dead heat, and it's Lightning Pole. Lightning Pole is the winner here tonight at the Carlingford.
We're just playing the waiting game. Sometimes it gets me down, then you'll say it's good to have you home again. Now you're not packing for a plane. We've got time to sit and talk about what we want. Remember how you'd climb the walls, 'cause I was always on a call. Times have changed, the switch was flicked, our lives rearranged. We're just playing the waiting game. We're just playing the waiting game. Seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer coming around again. Life is simpler than before, and I'm not rushing out the door. We're together all the time, ain't that just fine? No more waving you goodbye, tears in the children's eyes. Times have changed, a switch was flicked, our lives rearranged. We're just playing the waiting game. We're just playing the waiting game. The seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer coming, it's coming round again. When the soul ends, again.